Hi everyone, it's Ellen Thousand here from Hairdressers Journal. Welcome back to our Upskills series. Today's masterclass is sponsored by Ghd, and you can find more about the Ghd styler range, including the award-winning Platinum Plus styler and potentially stocking your salon. You can contact Ghd, your Ghd account manager, or email prohelp@ghd.com. But this morning we are joined by hairstylist Sophie Sugarman, who will be showcasing a masterclass with us this morning using the Ghd Platinum Plus styler. So welcome, Sophie.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you all.
We're really excited to have you and really excited to see what you're going to be showing us today. So can you share with us a little bit about what you'll be doing?
Yes, so I am Sophie Sugarman, also known as The Main Style, and I work for Ghd as a freelance educator, and I also work on the pro team, which is amazing. So I get to do lots of work, education, seminars, content creations, shoots and stuff. And today I am going to be showing you a little tutorial. As you can see, my hair's really curly right now, so I'm excited to style it out, show you what we're going to do. But we're going to create some formed glam waves, which are super glossy, super healthy, and really luxe, and have a really smooth shine finish to them.
Amazing stuff. And for everyone watching, if you've got any questions for Sophie, please do send them in as we go. And we'd love to hear your questions, and we'll pop them through to Sophie as we go. But I'm going to hand over to you now, Sophie. Could you tell us a little bit about how you came to work with Ghd?
So I actually started working with Ghd 3 years ago now, which is crazy. I can't really believe how quick the time has gone. I actually auditioned to be a brand warrior with Ghd, and that was sort of to teach education alongside going to salons, help with training, do different PR events, seminars. And then I sort of just worked my way through Ghd. And as I said, now I'm part of the pro team. So I get to assist on a lot of photo shoots and also create a lot of social content for Ghd as well, which is amazing. Obviously, I absolutely love Ghd's styling tools. I've used them for years. I remember when I got my first pair of stylers. So I'm super grateful that I get to work with such an amazing brand as well.
Absolutely. And it sounds like your schedule is super busy. We were chatting just before we went live about how busy your kind of day-to-day is. Could you tell us a little bit about what sort of things you do?
Yeah, of course. So I am a freelance hairstylist. I have been freelance for probably about 3 years now as well. And my day-to-day is super crazy, especially during this time. Like we were discussing how obviously things have changed. So my day-to-day can be anything from being on a photo shoot, which could be a campaign or e-com for brands. And then also I'm working on a lot of TV shows at the moment, which is amazing and I love. And then obviously I create a lot of content online, and I launched recently the main masterclass. So I teach masterclasses to either hairdressers or different brands who are looking to learn a lot more about hairstyling and creating different looks. And yeah, so I'm literally all over the place constantly. So it really depends. Obviously out of lockdown, it's sort of very much like red carpet events, campaigns, TV, and then doing my clients as well.
Amazing. And you touched there on a masterclass, and you are going to be doing a masterclass with us today. So can you share what you'll be showing us?
Yes. So today I am going to be using the Platinum Plus stylers, which I am obsessed with. Honestly, these are my favorite stylers ever. And as I said, we're going to be doing a really nice brushed out glam wave, which is super glossy, super healthy, and really luxurious as well.
Amazing stuff. So I'm going to hand over to you, but could you tell us why it's your go-to tool when you're on set?
Well, these are definitely my go-to tool while I'm on set, the Platinum Plus stylers. These are amazing. And honestly, if this was one styler that I could have on set with me without anything else, it would be these, because there is so many different looks, textures, fills that I can create in the hair. So the reason why I love these so much is because you can see there's the wishbone hinge, which gives you perfect place alignment, which gives you more control when styling. So it's really easy to work the stylers into your hair to create those looks.
Amazing. It sounds like it's a really versatile tool, so I'm excited to see what you're going to be showing us.
I'm so excited as well. I can't wait. Right, so as you can see, I've curled my hair already, but we're going to come on and do a few sections to show you guys how I use the tools. So as you can see, I'm going to start off by taking my hair out of the clips so you can see what I'm doing. And I think it's really important. Obviously, Ghd recently launched their product range, well, recently revamped their product range. And the product that I'm going to be using to prep my hair is the Bodyguard Spray. So I would say that this is the power couple, which is amazing. They've sort of brought out the products that work really well with the styling tools. So the Bodyguard actually provides a thermal protection layer between the hair and heat. It is super lightweight, and you literally just need to spray it through. I like to comb it through so it sort of gets over all the strands of the hair. So let's begin. Give it a good shake before you use it, just so everything works in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to section my hair, and then I'm going to clip that section away. And I am going to apply the spray. You do not need to go too close with it. Like, it's better to go further away so it sort of coats the hair really nicely.
So that's going to give the hair a nice heat protective layer.
Oh my God, an amazing heat protection. I think it's so important when styling your hair to use a heat protection, because there's so many of us who quickly, even if you're just going over the front of your hair, which I do a lot, it can sort of like over time, without using a heat protector, your hair can get damaged from the heat sometimes. Also, if you're going over it constantly. So it's really important to protect your hair with a heat protector.
100%. It's a good tip to pass on to your clients as well. Like, always use your heat protection.
Oh my God, completely. Especially people when they're doing their hair at home. Like, when you wash your hair and blow dry it, like, make sure that there's a heat protection in your hair. Which is also great about the Ghd one, is that you can, like, when I go over my hair the next day, I always can just spray it through. It doesn't make the hair greasy. As I said, it is super lightweight. So you don't really feel like you've got a lot of product in your hair as well.
Amazing stuff.
Right, so I'm going to take my platinum stylus. So I'm going to take a section of my hair. Good to turn them on. That's always a good start.
They make such a nice noise when they turn on as well. I love that noise.
I know, it's like such a relaxing, soothing noise as well.
It is, and it sounds kind of magical as well, which I love. It's like, it's going to do great things to the hair.
So as you can see, I'm going to place the platinum stylus into my hair, give them a turn, and then I'm going to pull them straight through the mid-lens and ends going downwards. And you can see the shape that it creates.
Really nice.
So what you find with the Platinum Plus stylers is that it gives you complete even heat from root to tip. So as you can see, it also gives the hair 20% more shine, which is actually amazing from a styler.
That is really cool. And for clients who have their hair color as well, is that safe to use on their hair as well?
Yes, completely. It is two times more color integrity, so it keeps color locked in and also will hold that shine and the vibrance of the color in your hair.
Amazing. So really reassuring for clients then to use at home.
Oh my God, yes, completely. So as you can see, I'm going to spray it onto the hair again and also comb it through before we place the Platinum Plus stylers into the hair.
And what else about this tool makes it a really kind of key piece of kit in any hairstylist's kit bag?
Oh my God, so much. So as you know, it gives 20% more shine to the hair. It has ultrasonic technology motor, so it heats 250 times a second. So that means the temperature excuse me, that means the temperature is even from root to tip all the way through when styling the hair, which is honestly amazing.
That is amazing.
It's so genius.
That's really clever. And you've kind of got that swivel on the cord as well, which is really nice.
That's one of my favorite things that I never actually realized at the beginning with the Platinum Plus stylers. But when styling your hair, it's so important that the swivel cord's there, because it's sort of like when you're using the direction, and also when styling the hair, like when I do the opposite side of my hair, I always change my hand to create the exact same shape throughout. So this makes it so easy when moving around with the stylers. You never like get stuck with them or get caught with them.
Amazing. Yeah, it helps to kind of like work with you rather than against you, doesn't it?
Yes, completely.
So we've had a few more questions come in, so please do send in any questions that you have for Sophie. But we've had one which is from Laura, who wants to know, what are the differences between all of the standard size GHDs?
Meaning this size GHD is the standard size?
Yeah, I suppose, can you talk us through some of the different ranges and what the sizes are?
Oh God, yeah. So there's the Ghd Gold Stylus, which I love as well. They're amazing. They are the same size as the Platinum Plus stylers. And then we have the new Max stylers, which have launched, wow, they actually think they launched a couple of weeks ago now. They are our bigger plated stylers. They are amazing. They make the hair super smooth. They are so easy to work through your hair, especially if you've got thicker and frizzier hair. They really help tame that frizz. And you also can take quite big sections in the hair and they really glide through amazingly. And then obviously Ghd have their whole curve range, which are tongs and wands, which are different sizes, which you can create some incredible looks with them as well.
Amazing. So lots to choose from, whatever you're kind of hoping to achieve.
From, which is so amazing. They've really like thought of everything for different hair types, different hair textures, to different looks that you want to create.
Amazing. Fab, keep your questions coming in and I'll pop them through to Sophie, but I'll hand back over to you.
Yes. So now, time to swap hands, which sounds crazy because I know so many people are like, why would you swap hands to do the other side? What you've got to think is, when creating the looks on yourself or on your clients, it's super important to create and mimic exactly what you've done on the opposite side. So it's key to swap hands. It's really funny because when I started working for Ghd, they all said to us, okay, so you're now going to do it with the other hand. And we were like, oh, okay. And they were like, the best way to do this is brush your teeth with the opposite hand to get used to using that motion on the opposite, like on the opposite hand. And we were like, okay. So I started doing that and it really helped. It was a game changer. And now I can style on both hands, which is amazing. So I'm going to add my Bodyguard again through the front section. Try not to spray it in your eye, guys. And then I'm going to comb it through. And then I am going to swap hands. Place the hair in. Turn it ever so gently. And then pull it straight down.
And does the Platinum Plus styler have a temperature dial?
No. So the reason why is because Ghd stylers have an optimum styling heat of 185, which is the perfect styling heat to create looks on your hair. If anything's too hot, it can destroy the keratin in the hair, which can cause a lot of damage to the hair. If anything's too cool when styling, it means that you would have to keep going over your hair constantly to create that look and hold that look, which means you can actually do more damage to the hair. So 185 is the perfect optimum heat when styling your hair. So they do not have a changing styling thing, which is amazing because you can tell that when styling your hair roots tip, you've got the constant heat all the way through your hair and you know that your hair is not going to get damaged.
That's really reassuring to know that you can just kind of go straight in and you know that you're not going to do any damage.
Yes, I think it's a really important thing because there's so many people. I mean, some stylists can go really hot to like 250 degrees. When you think about that, that is a really hot heat to be putting on your hair. So knowing that GHD are going to provide that heat throughout the hair and it's not going to change is really amazing and reassuring to your clients using them.
100%. And we've had a few questions coming in about the differences between the gold and the platinum stylers. Could you share what the differences are between them?
Yeah, so the gold stylers are amazing. I love the gold stylers. If you think about like the good, the best, and the better, if that makes sense, then that's where I would sort of say the stylers sort of go. So you've got like the GHD Gold and then the GHD Platinum Plus stylers, which are sort of like the amazing, the best of the best. They all obviously have 185 optimum heat styling, which is amazing. And they all have ultra zone technology in them, which is incredible. Do you know what? To be honest with you, I love these because I know that I'm getting the 20% more shine with them. I know that, oh God, excuse me. I know that I'm getting the ultra zone technology through them as well. So this is why these are my go-to stylers.
Amazing. We're having lots of questions coming in for you, Sam. I'm going to keep checking through as you go. But Chloe would like to know, what would you recommend? Any products help curls stay in for longer?
Yes, I always love the GHD. They do a hold spray, which is amazing that you use before styling your hair. They work perfectly with the GHD curve range. So they really activate that curl and sort of create that memory to long lasting styling.
Amazing. Thanks for that. Thank you for your question. Another one we've had in, Lynn would like to know, how do you clean the stylers? Have you got any tips for keeping the tools clean?
I mean, to be honest with you, they stay really clean. What I sometimes do is I sometimes get like a cloth, make sure the stylers are off. Obviously, you do not want the stylers on when cleaning them, but I sort of just wipe them over with some hot water just to clean them. But they stay, like you can see, these are the white ones and they stay pretty clean constantly, which is great. So I wouldn't worry about it. Just wipe them over just to keep them like really clean and fresh.
Amazing. And if you're using the Platinum Plus in the salon, how would you suggest talking to clients about the tool?
I think it's really important when talking to clients about any tool that you think are going to work on their hair. I always like to get the tool out. I think that's really important. Show them the tool, show them how it works. And then I would sort of show them how to create styles with it. So I sort of would either start styling their hair with the tool and do a couple of sections showing them like different angles to use to create different looks and different techniques. I think it's also great like getting your clients to actually use the styling tools there when they're sitting there so that they can like try them out and have a feel for them themselves. And then you can sort of show them what they're doing and what's right and what's wrong and how to improve it. So I think it's really important to like let them feel with the product and play with it and explain as much as you can so that when they go home they feel really confident using them. Because the worst thing is when you buy something and then you go home and you're like, oh, I don't actually know what I'm doing. And also what's amazing about GHD as well is when you go on their website, they have so many different tutorials on there to create so many different looks. So tell your clients like to check, like go and have a look. It will explain to you everything in depth so that if you do get confused, there's always somewhere you can go to where GHD will help.
Absolutely. And have you got any tips that you can pass on to clients to help them kind of recreate the looks that you've helped them achieve in the salon at home?
Yeah, do you know what? I think like the one tip that I've always said when using the stylers is to really let them glide in the hair. I think it's like you see a lot of people that like clamp down really hardly and like tug the hair. And you can see people struggle with them. And I'm like, you know what? Just keep really smooth and fluid with them because they work constantly from root to tip all the way through, which is really important. Also, another great tip is when styling your own hair to swap hands. to create the same effect on each side, which is really important. So there's like a few little tips and tricks that I would sort of suggest. And then I would sort of go through, like, see how your clients wear their hair. What style are they looking for? Are they looking for something more like glam and chic and glossy, or are they looking to add texture and bends in the hair? So sort of get the vibe of the client, ask them what they sort of are looking to create with these looks, and then use your expertise to show them how to create them.
Amazing. And what kind of tips can you pass on to clients in terms of like how to angle the tool to get different results and effects?
Okay, so a great thing to think of is horizontal. I think I'm horizontal, vertical. Yeah, I get so confused by this constantly. But obviously, when placing the stylus in the hair, the more horizontal you go, so if I'm pulling outwards, that is going to create a tighter curl. The more vertical I go, the more looser and softer the curl is going to be. So that's a really great tip. And then obviously changing the angle slightly. So if you wanted a tighter curl, but you wanted it a little bit more looser towards the ends, you can pull it out and then pull it down towards the ends so that you get the tightness on top, and then it becomes softer throughout the ends. So there's so many different ways to literally change the angle of something, and you can create such a different effect.
That's a really good tip, and a good one to kind of pass on to clients to show in the salon, like how many different ways you can use it, because it's so versatile.
Completely.
Amazing stuff. So I'm going to let you dress out the look now, because it's looking fab.
I'm excited. So one of my key things I always make sure is, whenever styling the hair, always let the hair cool down. It is really important, because what you'll find will happen is if you don't let the hair cool down and you start brushing out, the style isn't going to lock and stay in place. So I'm going to be using my Ghd wide tooth comb today, which I love. This comes everywhere with me. And I'm going to start just brushing out the waves and blending them together. So I sort of go from root and then brush through to the ends. And make sure you really get like into the root, into the underneath of the hair. And as you can see, that sort of like glam shine is already coming through. Do you know?
Yeah, you can see the shine.
You can see it, can't you? It just really reflects beautifully. And then I'm going to come into the other side. And it's really important that you want to get every hair. I find it's quite funny, like so many people are actually quite scared of brushing out the hair, because I think they don't know what to expect when it happens. But for me, it's just super important about getting every hair brushed through and really combing it through from root to ends. So then what I sort of do is I bring it forward, and you can sort of see that shape that it's starting to create, that fluid. And a little tip that I love to do is, when I brush it through, I sort of, where the dent begins, I like to take my wide tooth comb, and I also just like to like back comb it ever so slightly, just so it gives me that nice width through that front section. And then I'll follow that through to the next section. And also another great tip is a little pinch, just to give it that width. And you can already see the difference on both sides. You can see how this is the volume, and then this slide's a little bit flatter. So I'm going to follow that through on this side as well.
Yeah, that's a great tip, and such a quick hack as well, but completely changes the whole look.
Such a quick hack. And then what I'm going to use, I'm going to be using the Dramatic End Serum, which gives like a really nice shine and gloss over the hair. You really don't need that much. Like, I start with 1 drop. I always start less, and then I can always add more. I think that's a real key. The worst thing is when you put too much product in someone's hair. I think start less, and then you can always work it up. And you can see I'm just like pinching through. And you can just see that really nice shine on the hair. And this is why I love the Platinum Plus so much, because your hair feels so healthy afterwards. the worst is when you use a stylo and your hair just feels really dry once you've used it, whereas this, you know that your hair's healthy, you know you've got that shine, and it just really glows so beautifully.
Amazing. It looks great and so shiny.
Thank you so much. And then to finish off, I always like to add a little bit of perfect ending, which is the Ghd sort of finishing hairspray to finish off that look. And that is just going to set my hair in place for the day. And now I need to go somewhere, really.
Amazing. Yes, roll on June 21st.
I know, literally, hopefully it will come around soon, guys, because I am ready for it.
Absolutely. Hair's done, hair ready.
Literally, I feel like I'm ready to go. So yeah, that is the reason why I love the Platinum Plus so much. And obviously, this is quite a glam look, but there is so many different techniques that you can use to create so many different looks.
Yeah, such a versatile tool.
Such a versatile tool. And that's why it always is in my kit bag, because I know that I can like create so many different looks with it.
Amazing stuff. I can see we've had some more questions in, so I'm just going to pop those into you, Sophie. Sammy says, I will not use any other brand other than Ghd since I can remember in my salon. So we've got lots of Ghd fans.
Oh, it's such, like, as I said, like, I remember when I got my first ever pair of Ghds, like, it's so much in our culture to use Ghds, and it's so amazing that so many people love them.
Absolutely. Laura would like to know, is the perfect ending hairspray a Stronghold?
I would say it's a Stronghold, but it's quite flexible. You can still work with it. So like your hair will stay in place, but it doesn't feel like tacky or sticky or too hard that you can't move it around, like it still get bounce to it.
Amazing. We've got lots of people saying they love the look, so thank you so much. Loved the dressed out glam look. Vicky would like to know, where's the best place to buy, as I'm a freelance stylist? Have you got any tips?
The best place to buy Ghds? Oh, I would go onto Ghd website.
Amazing.
They're easy. They give you all the description, like explain each tool to depth, and then there's videos that you can see on how to create certain looks with them as well.
Amazing. So yeah, head to the website because there's lots of resources on there. Final question from me, Sophie. If salons wanting to sharpen up on their styling skills ready for reopening, is there a Ghd session that they can join and tune into?
I would contact your Ghd managers to the salon, for the salon that you work in, and they will be able to help you and explain to you what's coming soon, and also help find the right thing to suit you and your salon.
Amazing stuff. Oh, Sophie, thank you so much for joining us today. We absolutely love the look and all the tips and tricks that you shared with us as well. So thank you so much.
No, thank you so much for having me. It's been so much fun, and I'm happy that I got to show you how much I love the Platinum Plus and how I like to use them as well.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and thanks to Ghd for supporting this session. And if you want to find out more, we've popped the link and email address to find out more about Ghd in the comments on Zoom and Facebook, so please do check it out. But thanks so much, Sophie.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Bye. Bye.